what in your mind? Okay, for example, a Dark Angel Olivia Dragoncraft deck. Is that any better than the other Dragoncraft decks that you would see? Does that redeem it enough for you?
No. It's just like a flavor thing. Like they play it because they feel like they want it. It's not a surprise that these two factions, these two deck archetypes, made it to top, to the semis. It's just, I mean, good luck to them, of course. Still, it's not that they're worse people for picking these factions, right? Like,
play to win,
Yeah, exactly.
Sure.
Play to win. It's totally fine. I'll still watch it. I'll still root for them. But I don't have like a favorite player or anything. No one's playing Haven, so I've got no one to root for.
Yeah, the dream is dead. Well, maybe the next time in the Shadowverse Open. Thank you so much again, Envy, for your time. We will push through the semifinals and figure out who will be the third champion for the NGE Shadowverse Open. Again, thanks for your time, Envy. We're jumping into Alternative versus Lux. Sterling, I see 2 Prince Catacombs.
2 Prince Catacombs, but there's another Goblin. That's great. Okay, so if he can, Blazing Breath is gonna be able to get rid of one of those Goblins, and then Catacomb next turn. That's still good, and then another Catacomb turn 4.
I think the turn 2 Catacomb really is just made immensely more effective by having the second Catacomb available. Right, because then you maintain your board control in terms of, like, even if they try to wipe your board, you get the skeleton and it gets the last word again, and that's why I think it's really effective just on turn 2, even with just one other follower.
Now he's gonna, I like that he played the Necromancer last turn, just getting another 3 follower, saving the Catacomb for this instance when there's a lot more followers to be
And we got to see Lux in the quarterfinals really make great use of that Rabbit Necromancer, just barely getting lethal on turn 7 with Ector. And again, that Rabbit Necromancer got to swing for 3 to face, and so it's already gotten its value. It's 5 damage for that card. No evolution orb spent.
But he did use it to trade into an Alia, so Alternative definitely getting the worth out of Alia on that turn. And there's another Catacomb with 4 followers that are going to be beefed up.
Double Cerberus as well, so even if Ector doesn't really have the shadows to be super effective, you're already down at 7 health. Having 2 cards that can buff 2 damage each puts you real close to lethal in a very dangerous situation. Take a look at that. You can't wipe the board, man.
And there's no healing on the side of Alternative. There's no Sybil.
Oh my god, 5, 4, so he's going to be able to do 6 damage at least here. And he's got to evolve. Oh my god.
He's got to evolve.
Of course he's got to evolve.
Wow, what a fast game from Lux.
Yeah. Shadowcraft. Rabbit Necromancer, Shadowcraft, everything just mashes together to make this huge synergistic, aggressive deck. Oh, man.
And now Alternative has a choice if he's going to stay with his Dragon deck or if he's going to go back to his Shadow deck. Because now Lux has got to go to his Dragon deck.
Yep, Lux has to move on to Dragoncraft, so let's take a look at the second game in this particular match already real quick. And it's come upon us. I feel like it took a few weeks to get here, but people, I feel like, have refined.
We knew it was coming.
Yeah.
We knew it was coming.
They've refined it to the point where they're confident enough that they can just bring it and push through, and that's exactly what we saw. So Lux onto Dragoncraft.
Get some popcorn. Lean your seat back. It's gonna be a long one.
Unica, Bellringer, Dragon Fervor. Not the worst, but would prefer a little more ramp.
There is an Alia and a Sybil. I like the turn from Alternative for sure. Definitely. But there is a Ward and an Easterfill. Again, we see the Goblin Mount Demon in the deck of Lux. He drew it in his hand just now. It had a good effect in the previous games in the tournament today. We saw it.
Yeah.
And he's going first, so when you don't draw Sybil, it is a great turn 5 second evolve point turn that you can use.
So Zell, with Grimner added on top of that. And just gonna delay, maintain the wards on board. Zell gonna take down Bellringer, and that's gonna draw ramp for Lux. More than welcome. Double ramp. Oh my god.
Oh my gosh. He's going to be on overflow next turn.
This guy is rolling down the hill. He's a big snowman now.
A big old fat snowman.
He's at 7 play points, man.
Oh, and that Sybil, he's going to be able to ramp again.
Gonna get the healing as well. Not that he really needs it, but you know,
yeah,
just cherry on the top.
Turn 9 next turn. He's not going to evolve. He's not going to trade into Aelia. He doesn't want to do that. But both players have been able to ramp quite successfully.
Of course, being that Lux went first, the play point still a little bit in favor of Lux's side, was able to kind of maintain that advantage. I think sometimes in Dragoncraft Mirrors, the player who goes first, based on kind of the cards that they draw and what they have in hand, end up losing out in the play point advantage, and that becomes real bad because now you've got less evolution orbs and you're behind your opponent 1 step. Israfil down here. We'll be able to wipe out Isla and the Sybil.
And both players over-healing in this game.
That's going to catch Alternative back up to 10 here. Oh, no, only 9. Yeah, he already added on the ramp, so he's going to be on 9, which is a pretty good spot.
He does have 1 more point for the Blazing Breath. Really great getting to get rid of that Israfil. But now Lux has got the turn 10. He's got Grimnir. He doesn't necessarily want to do the 4 damage to the Ouroboros, destroying it, giving 3 health back to Alternative. Really great play getting to Draconic Fervor and then get the Goblin Mount Demon on your side.
Oh my god. Oh god. Oh man, look at them. And he's got Storm on 1 too, so he's going to be able to swing for 16, take down that Mount Demon, and do 8 to face. And we saw this happen in the previous Dragoncraft Mirror where that constant barrage of Storm attacks was just getting so much in favor.
Man, that's a lot of pressure. And Lux, he could have Grimnir'd and taken off the first Ouroboros, but now he's got to deal with the 2 of them.
I don't think he's going to mind necessarily the overhealing. He definitely needs to stabilize the situation. There's 1 evolution orb remaining. And, you know, in this situation, Grimnir is not the best. Because Grimnir at 3 toughness can get overrun by a Zell Ouroboros combo. Thankfully, Lux is on 9 health and not 8. But really
he's going to use Olivia when he's still got 1 orb left. What an interesting choice.
I think he's fine for this because now he can rush out the Olivia. Didn't quite get the Zell in hand, but really the goal is just to make sure you push your opponent below 9 and then figure out how you can connect with another Zell combo. Right. I don't know if he has it. He's played 2 Zells so far. He played 1 in the early game, and I think 1 just then.
Lux just drew into a Zell Sahagwheel Bahamut combo.
13 damage.
And the Zell's going to be able to trade into Olivia. That's going to be a...
He needs to clear, because he's going to take 6 and 3 from Ouroboros. So he can't quite just swing face. He's going to have to throw his Sahagwheel in there and then throw the Bahamut. Or rather, either the Zell. The Zell.
Yeah, the Zell with the 4 attack points. I think that's the perfect turn right there. But it will be his last Evolve Orb, and the Olivia, of course, getting two more Evolve Orbs over to the side of Alternative.
Those extra resources might make all the difference. He's going to go for Rahab rather than Sahag Zell Bahamut combo. And he's going to spend the last orb. He's foregoing the 13 damage. Going to heal up a little bit from Sybil.
And that's now a useless Zell. In the hand of Lux, all the other Zells that he has in his hand are not going to be able to have any great effect.
Before this particular match started, we talked about kind of the effectiveness of Dark Angel Olivia and kind of what that might change for a Dragoncraft deck, and really I think Alternative is feeling real glad.
Right, in the turn before Alternative play Olivia, Lux used the Grimnir to clear up the 2 Ouroboros, and like you said, Grimnir is a weak card. Does not have a lot of tech, does not have a lot of defense. It gave Alternative basically the free turn he needed to play Olivia.
Just always on the back foot, lower in health.
He has been able to heal up a lot. He was at 9 health.
Yeah. And he's got some options in hand here. I'm going to wipe the Zell. Yeah.
No regrets.
Lightning Blast is in hand, so he can get rid of 1 of the Ouroboros.
Man, it's a real pity that Lux didn't get to use the Zell evolve.
Bahamut in. Swings on Ouroboros, sends it back.
He was already at full health, not getting full effect out of that. And look at this hand from Alternative. 8 cards in his hand. He's got tons of options to play with.
Oh, man. Putting Lux down at 11. Wiping out the Sahak Wheel. Now they can go back and forth with Ouroboros, perhaps. And remember, 1 Evolution Orb still remaining here for Alternative. So he's going to be able to perhaps drop his Ouroboros, take down the Unica, and then evolve, take down the Ouroboros.
He knows how important...
Oh, he's going face. Oh, yeah, of course.
Oh my
he has the
gosh.
Storm. He drew the final Zell right at the end.
Yep, that was it.
Yep.
Drawing that Zell is what did it.
Yep.
Alternative taking the series to 1-1. Oh, man, it's going to be Alternative Shadow deck going up against Lux's Dragon deck now.
I think Grimner in that mirror match is so interesting because there was just no way out, right? Even if he had played the Grimner and cleared out the Ouroboros that way, the evolve onto the Zell would have let the Zell take down the Grimner because, again, it's 3 toughness. And even if it was 4, the Zell would still do enough damage to wipe out that ward and Ouroboros would be able to swing. It's just such an incredible combo. Ouroboros for 8. You know, that 8 cost, I think, is what really pushes it over. That interaction between Zell. You don't even, I mean, in most other Sahak Wheel Zell combos, the reason why you use Sahak Wheel is because you want to bring in the largest, beefiest follower you can. But, you know, you can just play the Ouroboros and be just fine, right? If you're at 10 play points. So that's not difficult to get to on Dragoncraft.
Right, right. The Olivia definitely coming in clutch, giving him the last evolve point he needed. But now we are going into the 3rd game of this series. Alternative on a Shadow deck and Lux back on his Dragon deck.
Double Reaper. I've seen it work, but I actually feel like it's a little bit awkward to execute. You need to come into a very unique situation to have that really pay off. But we'll see. I mean, it could be the... yeah, there could be some interesting ways to make this work. I think Catacomb is definitely a want here based on your hand.
Definitely. He does have the 2 drops and a 3 drop, so we'll see if the...
Yeah, I feel like it'd be really good to Bone Chimera into Shadow Reaper, Shadow Reaper. That's kind of what you want.
So right now the curve has been looking really great for Alternative. Lux definitely clearing off the beast there. Did not want a Catacomb to have any serious effect there. Because if you got an empty board and you play Catacomb, it's not a great card.
Yeah.
Really.
No ramp so far for Lux, and that might be the undoing. Oh god, what? Oh no. Oh no. Triple Shadow Reaper, is that a thing? Does that exist in this world?
We'll see it if it happens next turn. Interesting that he chose to evolve the Chimera and then trade into the Bell Ringer instead of Rahab. Neither Rahab or the Bone Chimera would have been killed. But it's still an interesting interaction because he essentially chose to give Lux a free card draw.
He's just going to go for face, and I think that's right. He's got the double ramp on the Rahab, and this might be it. Watching Rahab clear board.
There's Cerberus. It evolved. It'll have 5 attack. It'll be able to take out one of the Rahabs.
And then the rest gets a little bit more complicated, though.
Right, it's a difficult turn. He's not going to be able to do anything else this turn besides the Cerberus.
He's going to be able to ramp up his Shadow Reaper some, but
they're going to be real easy targets next turn if he doesn't ramp them up enough.
He's not going to opt to kill off his Cerberus. So 2 damage for each of those is going to be 4 to clear out the Rahab. And there it is.
Man, giving up all of his Shadow Reapers. He's still got 1 in his hand next turn.
Ooh, gonna banish instead. Evolve and swing face. Dragoncraft is going aggro. Who needs to ramp? We're going now.
He smells blood in the water. But chose to lead the skeletons up.
Another Shadow Reaper down. He could remove.
Well, that's going to be enough to take out the Unica.
There it is. 2-2 on the Shadow Reaper. But he's still so far away, and we're already on turn 6 here. 3-3. Getting more shadows at 11 means Ector is going to be a big thing, and it's going to be real tough for Lux to remove that Shadow Reaper.
Definitely.
Comes into the Goblin Mount Demon, which is instrumental, but you're still going to get rushed from the zombies.
Yeah, next turn, and Shadow Reaper and the zombies are going to be able to trade into the Goblin Mount Demon, and the Goblin Mount Demon is going to kill off the zombies, buffing up the Shadow Reaper. It's going to get more and more attack damage, and he's still got an evolve point as well. He wants to use that on the Sergeant to get more damage to face.
Let's see what happens. Here comes the Ector. I think this is a very big play for Shadowcraft right now. At 8 health, he needs to take control of the match here. Demon Lord Ector going to evolve and maybe step over the Goblin Mount. Here it is. He's going to maintain a lot of cards on board.
That's a lot, and he's still got Mimi in his hand as well.
Oh, it's not quite a play point 10.
Yeah, not a great hand from Lux.
Even if you Sahak and bring down Bahamut, still at 9 damage plus the Mimi is going to be, oh god, no, he's got the 4, so we could just...
And Mimi, yeah, that's going to be game right there.
Wow, triple Shadow Reaper. Just the amount of pressure we're putting out here. Oh, he's trying to buff him up. He's trying to give him the muscles.
Does not want to miss out on 1 point of damage. And he drew into another Soul Conversion as well.
Oh god.
That is going to be Alternative taking this series.
Look at him. Look at him taking the longest path to victory possible. Orthra. Oh my gosh. He's trying to buff the Shadow. No, it missed. It missed the Shadow Reaper, man.
Man. Alternative taking this series, advancing to the finals. Man, what a great series.
Lux with an explosive opener with a Shadowcraft deck. Continuing to go along with our theme that the Shadowcraft decks are really what make or break it. And
right.
I think the Dragoncraft Mirror was kind of a tough situation there for Lux, that his Dragoncraft deck kind of had to slow down a tick. So Lux will be eliminated in the semis.